China has had a horrible period. GDP is down, salaries plummeted, and there is a total crisis throughout the country. And Elon Musk explained why people from all over the world, including the USA, should be worried. There is a terrifying danger that the world is facing from China, and no one is talking about it. Moreover, according to Musk, the USA is on the verge of a giant crisis as well, and what China is experiencing now, the USA will have it worse. However, surprisingly, Elon Musk also explained the tough reality of why China will soon become a world leader in the economy and why it is scary. This is a complicated situation, so let's explain it from the beginning. The $20 trillion bond market in China has seen foreign capital leave for the 6th month in a row, according to a trade group study. According to research by the Institute of International Finance, IIF, foreign investors continue to reduce their holdings in Chinese bonds in July and sold off stocks for the first time in 4 months. According to the study, emerging markets, EM, had portfolio outflows for the 5th month in a row, which is the longest such sequence in records dating back to 2005 due to the threat of a global recession, inflation, and a strong dollar. According to IIF estimates, $6 billion left other EMs last month, while $3 billion left Chinese debt. It would be the 6th month in a row that foreign investors have left China's $20 trillion bond market, if verified by official statistics. The Worldwide Financial Services Trade Organization stated that over the same period, China's stock market had $3.5 billion in foreign outflows, compared to only $2.5 billion in minimal inflows in other EM. Every week in July saw a decline of 7% in the benchmark CSI 300 index, as internal COVID-19 flare-ups, housing troubles, and potential global recession threats weighed on the market. Since July, China's A shares have seen a range-bound, typically downward trend due to both internal and foreign factors, according to a letter from China International Capital Corporation, CICC. According to data, the second largest economy in the world had a significant slowdown in the second quarter, falling short of market forecasts, with only a 0.4% growth from a year earlier. The timing of the inflation peak and the forecast for the Chinese economy are two factors that will have an impact on flow dynamics in the upcoming months, according to IIF. Since February, foreign investors have decreased their holdings of Chinese bonds as different monetary policies maintain Chinese rates below those of the US. Musk claims that the real estate industry in China is currently suffering an impending collapse. According to Musk, the Chinese have created too many main housing units as a result of overbuilding flats and structures, just as the United States did in the years before 2008, when the housing market crashed and the 2007-2009 Great Recession began. According to Musk, if you build homes twice as quickly as households are growing, something has to give. Musk earlier stated in a tweet that everyone should learn from the collapse of the US housing bubble. He also made a comparison between the current situation in China and what is taking place in the United States. He cautioned that disruption may be coming. However, China's economy is enormous and will bounce back. Nevertheless, there will be a brief recession in China, partly as a result of excessive resource allocation for development, Musk continued. Musk said that a significant event, such as a conflict between China and Taiwan, would plunge the globe into a recession, including making things much worse for the USA. With that, Musk made a bold forecast about China's development, saying that it would eventually double or perhaps triple in size of the US economy. Musk said that China's economy is the new kid on the block that will transform the global economic landscape if America lags too far behind. His electric vehicle company has a plant in Shanghai and expects to construct a second one there in the future. It's going to be strange to live in that world, Musk said on the All In podcast. For the first time that anyone alive can recall, China will have an economy that is twice the size of the US and potentially 3 times the size of the US. With a projected gross domestic product of $23 trillion in 2021, the US economy will continue to be the greatest in the world. However, the World Bank estimates show that China's GDP has increased recently and previously reached $14.72 trillion. Infighting inside the US, according to Musk, is making it more difficult for the US to match China's economic progress. The billionaire stated that they must put an end to the internal turmoil, stop hitting themselves in the face, because America does this much too frequently, which is stupid, and consider the reality that they must be competitive in the world. They need to improve and cease bickering, stressed Musk. The Financial Times quoted Musk as saying earlier this month that China had a multitude of extremely gifted, dedicated individuals. Musk has been generous in his admiration of the country's workforce. He continued by predicting that China will create extremely powerful businesses to contend with Tesla in the market for electric vehicles. Musk also stated that people are trying to dodge going to work in America. Some US politicians are concerned about whether the Chinese government may obtain sensitive information on SpaceX, a federal government contractor, as a result of Musk's extensive business contacts in China. On the other hand, Musk expressed his wish for harmony and mutual respect between the United States and China. He was responding to a query that was posted by a Tesla stakeholder at the annual shareholder meeting of Tesla. How does Tesla assess the geopolitical danger between the United States and China? Was one of the queries posted by Tesla shareholders on Say.com and received the most votes. Elon playfully questioned, "Now, what could possibly go wrong in addressing this inquiry?" when he first saw the query. China is Tesla's main export market, and the country has been quite supportive of Tesla's plans for the country. However, there has been recently some friction between China and the United States. He said, "Let me just say that I hope for peace and respect." Well, that's it for today.